Dun 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 dun. Butters, say hi. Butters is chilling, you guys. Welcome, you guys, to my space. Your space. I am you. You guys, you know I come on here when I feel something, some motivation, something within. You guys, I wanted to talk about something that resonates so deep with me. Okay, it's a book, it's a channeling. The Law of One. The channelings of Ra. The social memory complex. You guys, I'm sure all of you have heard of this. I'm very curious, you guys. What did y'all feel when you first heard this? Because I'll tell you what I felt. I felt it as truth, you guys. If you haven't heard of the Law of One, the raw material, what are you waiting on? If you have not seen this yet, oh, I recommend this, you guys. And if you have seen it, heard it, watched it, I've probably listened to the audiobook over 8 times, you guys, and I learn something new each time. It's amazing. So I guess what I wanted to talk about, I guess also the difference between density and dimension, right? Because we say these words in the spiritual community all the time, right? But gosh, half of us don't know what the hell we're saying, right? What's the point? Where is the spiritual soul growth in that? And just saying blah blah blah. So guess what? I'm here to bridge. I love you guys. I'm remembering everything, guys. We literally, those of you who watch me are literally mostly all very much awake. And let me tell you what. Okay, now you could take this however you want. Doesn't matter. But Butters is higher. I better not, but the differences between dimension and density, you guys. Okay? Now, think of it this way. The dimension is like the stage, right? The level. Okay? Dimension. The density, this third density that we're in, it's like the level, right? Because densities all started from, right? It started in rocks, right? And then in plants. You see, there's densities of levels of consciousness, conscious awareness. Now, you see this is very apparent in dogs, especially Butters. And you guys, look. This dog right here is on the soul incarnating this beautiful creature. It's on its way to a human body, you guys. You see, animals, especially dogs, they're actually a whole bunch of different soul memory group, right? And they're preparing for the... So anyways, I don't want to get too off topic, because I do that a lot. I understand this, but there's just so much information. Okay, so from animals, it goes to the hardest density, you guys. I'm gonna give you a guess. What do you think the hardest? You're in it. Welcome to the hardest test of your soul. That third density, third dimension, Earth School. Welcome, you guys. I'm sure no one has ever welcomed you to Earth School before, but guess what? You're in Earth School. Now, this density, and don't ask me how. It resonates with me. Don't ask me how I know, how I am so sure of this. It's indescribable. It's an internal Like I said this before, is an internal knowing, okay? So anyways, and you can look all this up as well. I mean, there's plenty of other people who have come to these realizations, you guys. Now, from the animal, we're in the hardest dimension because you see, your soul, what you are, it's constantly evolving, okay? Constantly. Now, you chose to come here. Why would you say, why, Richard? Why the hell would I choose to come? I'll answer that. Hold on. Because, you see, you guys, it's all about polarity, right? Service to self, service to other, right? In this density, there's so many catalysts for soul growth, right? Because there's so much suffering that the ego causes, right? So it causes a lot of polarity, a lot of duality, right? This is how one grows, right? My awakening happened upon numerous traumas, right? So you see, it was a catalyst to my spiritual growth till, boom, I was like, ha, it was all bullshit. You feel me? It's a beautiful thing, you guys. So, once again, the differences between dimension and density, okay? Now when someone says like that, you know, we're in 5D, right? You hear that a lot in the spiritual community, right? Now, if I were to ask, what does that mean, you guys? What is the difference? It's great to know these things, guys, because the reason I'm explaining this is because you remember my earlier video, earlier enlightenment, I guess, when I was describing the two parts of the brain, right? And how both hemispheres, the left and right, connected and boom, right? So, by understanding these things, it kind of makes extra clicks. I don't know how else to describe it. They're just like clicks, where you're just like, aha moments, I believe is what they're called. So, yeah, basically, that's not just the whole point of my channel, you guys, is to literally just blah, blah, blah word into your soul, resonate something and germinate a seed, and your whole life transforms, all because of the blah, blah, blah truth. That's my mission here, and nothing brings me more joy than to see the happiness in another person. It's beautiful. Their joy is my joy. So anyways, okay, let me just sum it up again. The density is, think of that like that's your player character, right? Your player, okay? And the dimension is like the stage, the level, okay? So, in 2012, when the Mayans spoke about the world ending, what they were really talking about was Gaia, Mother Gaia, shifted into the fourth dimension. Meaning, I remember how I described E8 earlier, how we are a holographic interpretation of higher dementia. This is not just spiritual talk, guys. This is science. You could look, come on. This is, once you can make these and we each make these connections differently, you guys. Like I said, we have different maps, but the territory is all the same. So, okay, so 4D, right? It shifted. Okay, now what is 4D? The fourth dimension is love, frequency. It's all frequency, right, guys? Remember, I even said that when I described ontological mathematics. It's sine and cosine waves, frequency, okay? Keep this in mind, because there's a reason why I say that. It's because, like I said, it's all about my faith and my knowing came from my understanding, right? Both sides of my brain, right? So that's what I want for you. And that's what brings me these inspirations to jump on here. So I don't want to make this too long, but I hope y'all got the gist of it. Just to sum this whole little rant up, I'm sorry I shook the camera so much, but I get excited, you guys. This is just like a dream come true. Being able to mirror truth with other beautiful awakening souls. Oh, and helping you guys, you say that I help you and stuff that I say? Like, wow. Wow. Butter says, she's scratching herself like always. Alright guys, so next time when you hear that, you'll know. So the dimension, right? There's different dimensions. It's all happening at once, but it's just different frequencies, right? And the density, like I said, it's your player. We're in the third density body, right? This is our player character. The avatar. The Law of One, you guys. I recommend it. It's beautiful. It resonates. The words that this if you don't know, Ra was the social memory complex, which is a bunch of consciousnesses merging together. And you see how humanity's entering a Neuralink thing? Patterns. I love you guys. This is 11 minutes of pure excitement talk about the Law of One. I just want to just throw out little bits, any bits I can, you guys. I'm just ranting now. I don't want to end this conversation. I love you guys. Alright guys, y'all have a great night. This was fun jumping on here in my silence place. You gotta have your little place where you can get away from everything, you guys. And if you don't, if you live with your parents, right, find a spot where you can just be, okay? Be the best choice you ever made. I love you guys. Stay in center. Namaste. Coco says, God dang, are you still scratching?